So here we have Rango. Rango's going to get started today. It's finally springtime. He had the winter off. I got him right before winter, and he's my horse now. When I got him, I was just going to help out a lady, just get him a little bit more tame, but she decided that she couldn't keep him, so I ended up with him. So he basically had the winter off. Just got to hang out with the other horses and just let him be a horse. Before I got him, he was a stallion, so he was kept alone a lot, and he just had no confidence. He had no trust in people. He had a really bad start to life, and you know, with horses, you know, whatever they learn first, they learn best. So he's got a lot of baggage. So I'm having to work around that. So today we're going to get started. I don't necessarily do round penning. We're just in the round pen for filming sake. But what I'm going to do with him, the first step, is that I am going to teach him that being with me is the best place to be in the round pen. So I'm not going to move him around in the round pen. I'm not going to drive him and chase him away. But he's very extroverted, as you can see, and he likes to move around. So if he gets too much, I will ask him to change direction. But what I'm going to do is I have a flag here, and this is usually the only time I don't use flags very often, but the flag is just to get his attention, so it creates a little energy just to bring his thoughts back to me. That's the main use of the flag. It's not to drive him or chase him around. If I need to get his attention to have him change direction, I will. But what I'm going to do is, and I think he's been round pen before. When he first came here, it seemed like he had been round pen, like driven around, you know. But that's not what I'm going to do. So he does know how to face up. I noticed that right away when I got him, that he does know how to face up. But what I want him to do is I want him to join me in the middle of the round pen and follow me around. So that's the first step what we're going to do today. So I'm just keeping my energy low. And I'm just using the flag to get his attention. Tell him he does not need to run around. There you go. He's looking for his buddies. He's in love with my mare Stella. He buddied up to her. So he can't see her, so he's probably going to be looking for her. Good. So he is, I'm going to see what he has retained from our last sessions. I have interacted with him a little bit this winter. So he's had basic care. I can get my hands on him. I can clean out his feet. But he does need to see the farrier. I have rasped on his feet, but he does need a full trim. He's been dewormed. I've been able to do basic care with him. That's about it. So he's still a little bit scared, and he can be a little bit hard to catch. So I'm going to see if I can get him just to take a step towards me. Okay. So he's not paying attention. There he goes. So every time he looks to me, or he brings his ears to me, I'll bring down that flag. The flag is just to get his thoughts back on me, just to get his attention, not to drive him away. Because he is scared of the flag. So he's got to learn a lot of new things. How to stand for the farrier. Can you see he's a little horse? My goal is to actually make him a kid's horse, which I don't know if he'll ever be that, maybe over time. But I would like to make him a kid's horse. He's pretty little. I don't know what his breed is. There, took one step towards me. He backed up. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to draw his attention to where he'll take a step towards me. going back and forth. Right there, I lost him. So, he had his ear on me, but he was looking outside the round pen. So he is, I can't get my hands on him, but he's very defensive. Oh, he took a step there. But he is a very defensive horse, so I've had to take it really slow and be careful with him because I have been kicked. So if you push him over his threshold, I believe, which he hasn't done it to me, but what I've heard is he will kick, he will strike, and he will bite. So I tried my best not to push him over his threshold. I have seen him nip at strangers that have come over that try to pet him. So I'm just working my way closer and closer to him. There you go. One step. Because he's never, I can get my hands on him and everything, but he won't follow me around. So I want to teach him right there that being with me is the best place to be in the round pen. I want him to join me. I want him to follow me around. Well, I can catch him out in the pasture, but it can be difficult at times. And a lot of times I have to use the catch rope to catch him. So that's something else he has to get better about, is being haltered, caught and haltered. Good. So I'm just keeping my energy really low. I don't want him running around. Go. And he really needs his feet trimmed. I've done a little bit of basic care on his feet, just rasping them, cleaning them out, but he needs a full trim. So he really needs to get going. I'm losing him. I'm losing him. There you go. I think a horse like him, I don't think round penning, driving him around, I don't think he would benefit from that because he's so reactive and he gets so scared, and he is a fence jumper. That's why I had to reinforce my round pen. Lost him, got him back, lost him. Lost him there. So moving that hind end will encourage his front end to come towards me. Reward him. There you go. That was really good. Very good. So he has a lot to learn. He needs to learn to stand for the farrier, stand tied. He's got to get more comfortable with people. He's got to be, I've done some halter breaking with him, but he does need to get a little bit better about being haltered and just coming off the halter a little bit more. He needs to learn the basics. He's very untrusting of people, and he's not going to tolerate a stranger coming and picking up his feet and trimming them. He won't. He's not going to tolerate it. So I lost him there. There you go. get him off that rail. I just keep encourage him to take steps towards me, to follow me. There's a head shake. Let him down a little bit. And he doesn't have to be perfect at this. He doesn't have to even be good. He just has to be okay with it and have the basic understanding of what I want. And then we'll move on to the next step. And that's just something we can build on. So as soon as he starts to follow you around like that, very good, we can move on to the next step. There we go. Very good. Let's see if you'll let me